Hey y'all, just wanted to go over the 3 mile check-in. Some of y'all did it this morning, some of y'all are gonna do it tonight, and I am just wanting to reflect because I did it this morning, and I didn't want to do it. I wasn't going to do it, and then Jackie asked what my workout was gonna be today, and I didn't know, and I wasn't planning on doing it, but she said, well, you're not doing the 2 or 3 mile time trial? And I said, well, I'm not planning on it. She goes, well, you gotta follow what you preach, and basically something like that. But I was telling myself that I'm not really ready for it, and I haven't been doing that hard of workouts. But then I just remembered, like, hey, this is just an opportunity for you to push yourself and check in. And that's kind of what I want for you guys and what I was hoping. So on my warm up, I just decided I would do that, and I started thinking about what I would run, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll hit 5 minute pace, or if I could go sub fives for 3, that would be great. That is like my half marathon pace PR, so it's a little bit humbling to think about doing that for a tempo run or a 3 mile time trial. So, but I had to just remind myself that's a different time. This is where I'm at right now, because it's easy to get caught up in all those past expectations. So yeah, got started, got out a little quick, but I didn't look at my watch the whole time. I just was going off of effort, but I could tell at a mile in, I was like, whoo boy, like this is tough, and I probably should just stop at 2 miles. I got a half mile more, and I started calling myself names in my head about being a weak person, and so I decided, okay, just dial it back, stay in control, and let's do the full 3 miles. And I tried to remind myself to let go of those expectations, and what it becomes through the middle of this check-in is that this is just about challenging yourself and overcoming that desire to quit and give up when it gets hard. And so that's what I focused on. So I adjusted my route slightly. I was like, okay, I'm going to finish on the flats instead of going back uphill, because I could tell I was fading. But I also wanted to just encourage myself just to get a little bit further, so that, the closer you get to finishing it, the better you'll feel. Well, I still felt tired, but basically you can feel the finish line. And so when you have under a mile left, I'm able to do a little bit of uphill, but I knew I didn't want to do the whole last mile uphill. So yeah, and I finished, and it was tough, but I'm glad I did, because even if it wasn't my fastest time or what I thought I was going to run, I ended up running 15:11. So I was a little bit slower, but and each mile got a little bit slower, which is fine. It's that's what a check-in is for, just to see where you're at, and don't dive too much into it, but just remember, this is about challenging yourself and overcoming negativity and doubt, fear, all those things. And it also, you're thinking about it a little bit before you go out in the morning or before the workout, like, what am I going to do? When there's a check-in, it can seem to be a little bit more pressure, right? So I think just this is a good opportunity if you're going to be racing to work through those things, because every opportunity is different, every race is different, every check-in, every day is different, and it's just about challenging yourself, and whatever that is on that day is perfect. So that's the long-winded way of saying I hope it went well for y'all this morning who did it. And it's a little bit humid, it's hotter, so it's not going to make a huge difference, but it will impact it a little bit, and that's fine. But it's just about overcoming challenges and pushing yourself. So do that tonight if you haven't, and I would love to hear how it goes. All right, y'all.